everybody, and thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch this video today. The purpose of this video is to give you some really good tips and tricks on how to network. So no matter what kind of networking company you're with, there's some good tips in here that can help you. But also I want to obviously talk to you about how you can get your referrals when it comes to both the Lucky 7 system and the LiteBot system, which are two sort of networking partnerships that I work with. So just to sort of tell you a little bit about those. Now, when it comes to both of these businesses, although you can, sort of make money on your own with them, referrals and getting referrals into them really does help to build your business up, and it's the way that it really helps it grow very, very quickly. So the first one that I'm actually with it's actually a strategy that I devised myself called the Lucky 7 system, and it's all based on a website called Free Bitcoin. I'm going to post the links to everything that I speak about today in the comments below. So if you are interested in joining any of these or want to find out more, you can click those links. I'll also give you a link to a Facebook group that I'm going to be talking about shortly. And that way you'll have direct access to me if you've got any questions that you want to ask. But first of all, the Lucky 7 system, which obviously the picture's up at the moment to the website that I use for that. This is actually a free website, so this is a completely free strategy that you can use in order to make yourself around sort of £300 to £400 worth of Bitcoin each week, completely for free. It doesn't take up much of your time, but it does work on getting your referrals and sort of bringing people into the site. So that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this video today, was just to show you, some of the tips and tricks that I use in order to get my referrals, and I've got quite a few referrals there now. As I say, I'm going to post the link to this site in the comments below, so please do feel free to join. Even if you just want to have a look around, feel free to join it. It's completely free. But also what I'll say is I do quite a few videos with all sorts of different sort of information and tips and useful sort of information that you can use for any of your businesses. So please do join my my YouTube channel, because you'll have access to those videos that way. So that's obviously the first system, and I do have a video on my channel which explains that system in detail, so please do feel free to have a look at that if you're looking to get some free Bitcoin. The second system, or main sort of system that I'm with, is one called the iCenter LiteBot. Again, I'll post the link in the comments below. This one is one that you have to pay into. So how it works is that your minimum investment is 0.1 of a Litecoin. And when you invest in that, what this handy little bot will do, and it's something that you just have on your phone as well, and what it will actually do is pay out every 6 hours. So you get a total of 1.4% return every single day on your investment, and that's split up over 6 hourly periods. And here you will see, this just kind of shows you the bot, and here it shows you the earnings that I've been receiving and the times that they've been coming in. And you'll get that 1.4% return for 99 days. So at the end of the 99 days, you would have received 138% back. So that's a 38% profit that you will actually make on your investment. Now, I'm actually using a strategy here of compounding. So what I'm doing is every single time my interest that I receive every 6 hours, every time that gets to 0.1% of a Litecoin again, I reinvest it. So I put it back into the system to compound it and make, obviously have more of a fund in there and to be earning more interest every single day. So again, I will post the link to this particular bot in the comments below. So if you do want to join, just click on that link and it will take you straight to it. It's best to do it on your phone because it does work through a Telegram system, so it's an app that you can have on your phone. Okay, so the best way that I find to network is there's a lot of social media sites out there, but the main one's Facebook. Facebook is an absolutely amazing tool to be able to network with people and not just with people on your friends list. You can add people on your friends list, you can get talking to people in groups. But the one thing that I really want to stress is that the best way to actually attract people to the systems that you work with, or the network marketing company that you're with, is the KISS method. Keep it super simple. And it's always best to keep it simple. And here's a couple of examples. So this is a post that I put up on my own profile recently. And it was very, very simple, just saying, who would like to earn how to make a potential £300 per week in Bitcoin? And I got 10 referrals from that post alone. So that was 10 new people that I brought into my strategy. That was actually based around the Lucky 7 strategy. And I brought in, 10 people just from that one post alone. So as you can see, it's very, very simple. It creates intrigue. People want to answer the question. If they see a question, people want to answer it. And then I've got another one here which is very, very similar, which is something that a fellow networker put on her profile. Very similar wording. Who wants to learn how to potentially make £300 worth of Bitcoin a week for free? And as you can see, if you look sort of at the bottom corner of that, she's had 50 comments. So that's 50 people that she has spoken to that are potentially interested in joining the system, and I'm sure that she probably got lots and lots of referrals from that. Keep it very, very simple. Now the next thing with Facebook is attracting people. So you need to make your profile look attractive to people. The best thing that you can do when it comes to networking is to almost sell your lifestyle. So having a very, very positive looking profile is an excellent way to sort of get people to pay interest in you. People if they see you doing nice things and being happy and things like that, your profile looks attractive to them, and that helps to get them sort of speaking to you. It makes you look approachable. So that's a fantastic tip that I can sort of give you there. But going back to the first point that you can see on the screen there is sorry, excuse me, is getting people involved and commenting on your profile. Now some excellent tips for that, because the problem that we have with Facebook these days is they add in all these algorithms. So if you put a post up on your profile and no one's commented on it, no one's liked it, no one's commented on it, only 5% of your profile, your friends list, will actually see that post. However, if you have 10 likes and 10 comments on your post, pretty much 100% of your friends list will then see that actual post, and with them interacting with you, the more regularly that they interact with you on your profile, the more often that your posts are going to be put right at the top of their news feeds. So it's really, really important to try and attract people to be commenting on your posts that you're putting onto your Facebook profile. And I've got some sort of examples here of how you can get people commenting. So something very, very simple. Type, I want to grab your, then hit the middle button once. People cannot resist things like this. So they're doing it from their phone, they're typing that in, and they're they're commenting on your post, which then is making your profile very, very attractive in the eyes of Facebook. So whenever that person then goes back into their newsfeed again, they're going to see your posts come up first because they're interacting with you on a regular basis. So that's one way you can do it, and here's some other options as well. So asking questions, and they can be questions about your specific business that you're in. So this is one that I've seen recently. Who holds cryptocurrencies? Which have you got? And again, it's asking a question, and people cannot resist answering a question if they see it. So here's some other examples. If you had an extra £100 this month, what would you do with it? And things like this as well. Facebook gave us a new feature, type you're the best. So something like that again, people want to test it, they want to try it, they want to see what's going to happen. And this is getting people interacting with your profile so that when they look into their newsfeed, whether it will be a few days later or a few weeks later, because they have been paying an interest in your posts are then going to show up right at the top of their news feeds whenever they log in. So it's a really, really good tip to sort of do things like that. Make sure that then your important posts that you're doing, your posts about your business, are actually getting seen by people. There is nothing worse than you bump into an old friend that you haven't seen for a few years, and they ask you what you've been doing, what do you do with your life now, and you start sort of talking to them about about this business, great business that you've been involved in, and they say, oh, I didn't know you did that, and you think, well, how could they not know, because you've been posting on your profile all about it for the last few months. Well, this is the reason why. It's because of the Facebook algorithms. So doing little sort of things like this just every now and again to get people really interacting with your profile will make sure that all of your friends list will start seeing all of your posts. So other ways of posting as well, so more sort of about your actual business as well. So simple posts that you put on your profile can also be posted in specific Facebook groups. So this is how you can start really building up your network. Now I'm actually, because the businesses that I'm in are all around sort of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, I'm in a lot of Bitcoin groups. I'm also in a lot of buying and selling groups all across the UK. And I sort of put posts in those groups as well. And again, I keep it very, very simple, the posts that I put in. But you can also use other social media such as Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. The list is absolutely endless. There are so many social media platforms out there that you can use, and they can all work they all work differently, but they can all work in a similar way to Facebook. It's still a matter of managing to sort of understand the system. For example, with Twitter, the more people you follow on Twitter, people that you know could be interested in the type of work that you're doing, the more likely is that they're going to follow you. And Instagram works in the same way. So, sometimes it's worth just every day sitting down and just following, 20 people on Twitter and Instagram, and just see, and eventually people will start following you as well. And the more people you've got following you, the more people you're actually reaching out to when you're putting up a photo or putting up a link or putting up a quick Twitter status. There's so many different things that you can do around social media, and it's a fantastic way of actually networking with people. You can do what I'm doing here as well. You can create a YouTube channel and make videos. So that's one thing that I'm sort of saying, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because when you actually see some of the videos that I'm doing, I'm trying to give you sort of tips and helpful ways of how you can really, really build up your business. And by doing that, I'm getting a lot of people following me. I'm getting a lot of people then sort of reaching out to me on Facebook because they see the link to my groups. And it's all by me just making sort of simple videos like this, just giving people tips and showing them strategies and all sorts of things like that. So it's again another way of reaching out to some different people that may not find you on Facebook, may not find you on your other social media accounts such as Twitter. Just having general conversations with people you know. You bump into somebody in the street, talk to them about what you're up to now, just general chit chat. Because you never know who's going to be interested in the business that you're working in. Chatting to people in Facebook groups. If you see people asking for advice about something in a group and you've got the answer, start talking to them, connect with them, have some private messages with them just to get to know them. Networking isn't just about spamming links, and this is one thing that really, really irritates me. I see it so often that people who have gone into a Facebook group, such as the Bitcoin groups, they've seen a post in there, oh, there's my link, there's my link, there's my link. You're not going to get anywhere by doing things like that. It's not going to work. The way that you need to network to really, really get your referrals and to get people interested in your business is to just get talking to them. Now, you know that the people in that group already, especially when it comes to something very specific, such as cryptocurrencies, you know that those people are already interested in what you're actually doing, in what your business is. So have conversations with them, talk to them, network with them. Don't just go in straight in saying, here's my link. It's not going to work. They are not going to take any notice of you. But if you have a conversation with them, if you give them tips on how you do things, if you talk to them about the platforms they're with, and then talk to them about the platforms you're with, this is the way that you're really going to kind of create trust between you and that person, and that's the way that they're going to end up signing up to your business. You can also create your own Facebook group specifically for the platforms that you use. Now, what I've done with my group is I've got a group called Bitcoin Tried and Tested, Genuine Tried and Tested Platforms. And as I said, I'm going to pop the link in the comments below this video just so that you can come along and join that if you wish to. It's a direct link to me as well, so you can sort of contact me that way. But what I really do with this group, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, there are so many scams out there. I cannot tell you how much this really irritates me. There are so many people getting scammed, and so a lot of that I do videos and put information in there about things to look out for before you join a platform, the really obvious telltale signs that something's a scam. And I gain a lot of trust from people because of that. You know, I'm giving them advice, and I get a lot of people contact me via my group because of that reason. So having a specific Facebook group really does help you, and really can sort of get things moving. I'm just waiting for the next. There we go. So how else can you actually network? So, you know, as I say, the list really is endless. Have general conversations with people about what you do, both in person and on social media. That is the best way to network. Just talk to people. If you're a good social person anyway, you know, it makes it really easy just sort of talking to people. Befriend other networkers as well. There are so many networkers on Facebook. And there's so many different types of networking companies. You know, it could go from beauty industry to candles to, you know, things to whiten your teeth and all sorts of different things out there. You know, befriend other networkers, because although they might be in a completely different business to you, and whatever business they're in, they may well be interested in what you're doing, and they're also going to understand why you're doing the things that you're doing and why you're putting certain posts up on your Facebook, and they will help to support you. So sort of befriend those other networkers, talk to them about their business, support their business, and they will support your business as well. So it's a really good sort of thing to do. And just by sort of talking to other networkers that have been in completely different businesses to me, I've managed to get sort of quite a few sign-ups into the platforms that I'm with, because it's something very different, and it's something that they can have another stream of income. You can use websites such as MLM Gateway, and again I'm going to give you the link to this, because this is another sort of great way to speak to people. These are people that are actually looking to get into network companies, network businesses. So it's a really good system to use, so I'm going to give you the link to that. You can put business announcements up there and sort of direct people to the company that you're with and the platforms that you're with. You can message people on there. It's basically a social network. It's a Facebook for networking. So it's another really good sort of tool to use. You can also do Facebook Lives with useful information about your business and circulate it in other groups. Now, just to explain that in a little bit of detail, I actually use my Bitcoin Genuine Tried and Tested Platform group in Facebook to do all of my live videos. And what I then do, and I do that purposely, I purposely do it in that group, because what I then do is I will then take the link of that video, of that live that I've done, and I'll circulate it in the other Bitcoin groups that I'm in and the other cryptocurrency groups that I'm in. So this is actually kind of, because it's then linking through to my Facebook group, I'm getting lots of people joining my Facebook group because they've seen my video in a different group. And they're sort of coming to me, so the lives that I tend to do are me giving advice on scams to look out for, me giving advice on the good platforms that you can really use. And that's actually, you know, it's gaining their trust again, and it's getting them to sort of come to me, which is how you want your networking business to work. So just a final thought on network marketing. A lot of people think that network marketing is really hard to do, but actually it's not. It's actually very simple. It's just about being sensible about what you're doing. It's actually about keeping it really simple. So I wanted to sort of put this post up that I saw a few days ago, and it gets you thinking. So whenever you start to doubt yourself, remember, there are people earning 6 figures from selling Tupperware. You've got this, and you have got this. Selling Tupperware, I mean, little plastic boxes that you use to store things away in your kitchen, and people are making a 6 six-figure yearly sum from that. Some of them maybe even monthly, some, you know, but 6 figures, that's a huge amount of money that can be made in network marketing. So you have got this, and you can do this. So, you know, I hope that you've, you know, that you've got some good advice and some good tips from that video. Please do feel free to connect with me. As I say, all of the links to the link to my Facebook group where you can contact me is all in the comments below. You know, please do reach out to me, and as I say, if you're interested in any of the platforms that I've spoken to you about today, again, you know, please contact me. The links are in the comments, and I hope that I get to speak to you soon.